There's one.
Wes, get a black
Two.
marker.
Three.
And do that, and then sit over and black your face real quick.
Yeah.
And then
4,
go.
5, and 6.
Did you put a ring on there? What was I doing?
You gotta turn it that way. Alright. Can they see me? It's upside down. There you go. Alright. Hello, my name is Shelby Clements, and I'm here to say a persuasive speech. The title of my persuasive speech is Cloning Animals. Life is a gamble when you breed for the best. Even with the same parents, you will come out with different offspring. Some will not have prize-winning characteristics. This is a prime example of some of the reasons why people clone their livestock. However, is this a good reason to produce unstable replication of perfection? The cloning process began when people wanted to duplicate their champion livestock. Farmers wanted to reproduce the best of the herd. The process of breeding for certain characteristics often takes many years to get the end result. Cloning is a faster way to achieve these results that involve invasive and painful procedures. A tremendous number of animals are used to produce each clone. However, success is not always attainable with cloning. It is only 26% efficient, and 99% of cloning attempts fail to produce a healthy cloned animal. During this process, thousands of embryos and hundreds of egg donors and surrogate mothers are subjected to painful hormone treatments to manipulate their reproductive cycle during cloning ventures. I found my research at www.genome.gov. There are 3 types of artificial cloning. The first one is therapeutic cloning, the second is reproductive cloning, and the third is gene cloning. Therapeutic cloning produces embryonic stem cells for experiments aimed at certain tissues to repair injured or diseased tissue. Reproductive cloning produces copies of whole animals, and gene cloning produces copies of gene or segment of DNA. I found my research at www.scientificamerican.com. Cells age at a much faster rate and are different than natural produced cells. This causes an animal to become delicate at a young age. For example, scientists were able to clone the first mammal, a sheep named Dolly. She was born after 277 attempts. They thought Dolly was a normal sheep because she acted like any other sheep and had normal offspring. But when Dolly was 5.5 years old, she became arthritic and cells in her body were 10.5 years old. When Dolly was 6 years old, she was euthanized because of arthritis, pulmonary complication, and a tumor in her brain. Sheep normally live 11 to 12 years old. Later, scientists attempted to clone a sheep in Australia. The results were unsuccessful, and the sheep suddenly died at 2 years old. I found my information at www.animalresearch.info. Cloning is potentially dangerous to any species. Any animal can have a hidden disease or defect. Cloning could accidentally mutate and kill all of the species or other animals nearby. Natural reproduction is a way to keep the strong animals alive to reproduce for survival of the fittest. If all the animals are duplicated from a certain animal with a defect, then all of the animals could possibly become extinct. Different animals react to different situations in ways that some will survive and others will not. If all animals are the same, then all animals will either survive or fail. One mishap could be catastrophic. I found my information at www.discovery.com. Any and all life is valuable, but not worth paying $155,000 so your animal can be treated like an object and kept in a research environment. Cloned animals rarely survive birth. If they do survive, they will not live a healthy and full lifespan. It is unpredictable what will go wrong during the process of cloning. Not all animals will meet the expectation to survive cloning. When cloning your animal, you are giving them a range from 0.1 to 3% chance of life. That means for every 1,000 tries, only 1 to 30 clones are made. Or you can also look at it as this way: 970 to 999 failures in 1,000 tries. I found my information at www.learn.genetics.utah.com. Cloning animals is cruel and inhumane. Treat animals how you would like to be treated. Just because they can't speak doesn't mean they don't have an opinion or a soul. I think it is wrong to clone animals just to get prize-winning characteristics. Putting your animal in danger or even a high risk of death is childish. I hope you strongly agree with my opinion and take it to heart. Thank you, and have a nice day.
7 minutes and 13 seconds. Shelby, you could have gone, take these animals behind me, for instance. These ducks were cloned last week.